It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we got some great football to talk about. Let's get straight into my predictions. We're going to start off with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the New York Giants. The New York Giants have cut Daniel Jones and are now starting Tommy Cutlets, aka Tommy DeVito, Paisano Tommy DeVito. It's unbelievable. First of all, they cut ties with Daniel Jones like this. I don't know who Tommy Cutlets knows and what he does, but Daniel Jones is swimming with a fish. Into the real football analysis. This is the weirdest move I have ever seen in my life. There is no way in hell. I don't care what the reports say. I don't care what Dayball says. There is no way in hell that Tommy DeVito is outperforming Drew Lock in practice. Drew Lock is a decent quarterback. Is he starting level? Not really. But he is for sure better than Tommy DeVito. For the life of me, I can't wrap my head around this move. Why in the world is Dayball choosing to start DeVito over Drew Lock? And don't tell me the morale boost, the way the team performed last season. Shut the fuck up. That means nothing. Drew Lock is the better quarterback, and they are purposely choosing to play the worser quarterback instead of Lock. What that tells me is Giants are in tank mode. They want that number one pick so they can draft Cam Ward, Shedeur Sanders, so on and so forth. But clearly, they do not want to lose this game. So, with that being said, why in the world would I pick the Giants to win, let alone cover? I'm going with Tampa to win, Tampa to cover. The Giants are clearly trying their best to lose on purpose. They have no desire to actually play or win the game. Otherwise, they'd be starting Drew Lock. I don't give a fuck what the Giants are going to try to do or want to do. They're not going to do it. Tampa is coming off a bye week, and they know how important it is with Falcons starting to slip to start winning some games, get the ball rolling, and maybe steal the division from Atlanta. Mike Evans is questionable, but apparently sources are saying he's expected to play. And you know what that means. Baker's got his number one weapon. I think Evans needs like 600 yards or something like that to continue his streak of 1,000-yard seasons. And he's going to ball out this latter half of the season. I'm going with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to win. I'm going with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to cover. Clearly, the Giants are trying to lose. And obviously, Tampa's trying to win, trying to get the ball rolling. And they can make a push for the playoffs, especially now that they got their number one receiver back. Tampa wins. Tampa covers. I'm going to bet it. I don't think it's that hard. Giants are trash. Next game. The Kansas City Chiefs versus the Carolina Panthers. The Panthers have the ability to do the funniest thing in the world. I am rooting for the Panthers to win this game. If the Panthers win this game, oh my God. The memes upon memes we are going to get are too good. Too good. It's going to be a joke fest next week. But we all know that's not going to happen. Kansas City Chiefs are coming off a loss to the Bills, a tough L. They're going to beat the absolute dog shit out of the Panthers. They're going to take the Panthers' pants off and do unspeakable things to this Panthers team. I'm dead ass. Chiefs are better every which way, in every position group. There's nowhere where the Panthers have an advantage over the Chiefs. I'm hoping maybe Carolina could keep it close, but we all know that's not the case. Not only are Chiefs going to win, they are going to win big. They are going to cover. I'm not betting this game because 10.5 is just too big for me. I'm not betting this big of a favorite. I'm going to stay away from this game. Maybe I'll live bet Chiefs if Panthers score early, but in reality, I expect nothing less than a Mahomes masterclass, absolute ass beating from the Chiefs to the Panthers. Panthers are not good. Chiefs are obviously Super Bowl contenders coming off a loss. Yeah, I got the Chiefs to win. I got the Chiefs to cover. I'm not betting this game for real, but hey, I'm kind of hoping Panthers win, but we all know it's not going to happen. Next game. Dallas Cowboys versus the Washington Redskins. The Washington Redskins are without a doubt going to absolute beat the living dog shit out of the Dallas Cowgirls. The Dallas Cowgirls season is over. Cooper Rush is trash. And it goes to show, think about how trash Trey Lance is. Trey Lance is so bad that they are choosing to start Cooper Rush, even with the shit performances he's had, the last 2 weeks. And yet, Trey Lance is still not getting an opportunity. Unbelievable. Cowboys are a complete dysfunctional mess. McCarthy's going to be working at Waffle House pretty soon. Jerry, I don't know what Jerry's going to be doing, but Jerry's going to have a lot of work to do. Overall, the Cowboys are dysfunctional. Offense is a mess. Defense is a mess. Everything about this team is an absolute mess. Redskins are struggling a bit. They're coming off two tough losses, one to the Steelers, one to the Eagles. They kind of have been beating the bad teams and losing to the good teams, which is not good for the long run, but whatever. We're not in it for the long run. We're in it for the division title. Washington is going to absolutely beat the living dog shit out of Dallas. They are going to win. They are going to cover. This game will not be competitive. Washington is better every which way. They will take advantage of them, and they will beat the living dog shit out of them. I got Washington to win. I got Washington to cover. I'm not going to bet it super hard, but maybe I'll sprinkle a little something. Because again, like I said in the previous matchup, 10.5 is too many goddamn points. I'm not willing to lay that number. I love Washington. You guys know I love JD. I love this Washington team. But I'm not willing to lay this number. It's too big, too risky. But I'm going to roll with the Redskins like I always do. And this Cowboys team is just a mess. Redskins win, Redskins cover. Maybe I'll sprinkle a little something on it. Next game, Detroit Lions versus the Indianapolis Colts. This game, I'm feeling weird about this game. Very weird about this game. Almost like this similar feeling that I had in the college football when Ole Miss played Florida. Go watch that video if you don't watch my college football video. Just watch that segment. Watch what I say in that segment. Because I got it right. Massive underdog. I don't know if the Colts are able to beat the Lions. I don't think they are. But something about this line feels like, damn, like Lions could be bigger favorites here. Not really too sure why. They're 7.5 only. I mean, they are clearly better than the Colts. They're the best team in the NFL at this point. Favorites to win the Super Bowl at this moment. That might change, but we'll see. I'm gonna make a risky pick here. I might look like a fucking idiot come Monday, Tuesday, but I also might look like a genius. I'm gonna take the Colts to cover. I believe the Colts, for some reason, somehow, will be able to hang around and compete with the Lions. I don't know why. It's like the Florida game, Florida versus Ole Miss. I just had this feeling, and I went with my feeling. Is that a good strategy? Absolutely not. But guess what? I don't give a fuck. Colts are going to cover. Colts are going to keep it close. Maybe Jared Goff has a bad game like he did against Texans. I can't sit here and pick the Colts to win. I don't have that big balls. My balls are only growing a little bit. I'm going with the Colts to cover. That's going to be my bet. That's going to be my official pick. As for who's winning the game, I have to go with a little bit of a bitch-made pick and take the Lions. I don't have enough confidence to pick the Colts to win, but I do have enough confidence to pick the Colts to cover. I believe Colts can keep it within a touchdown, whether it's a backdoor, whether it's a competitive game. I don't know why I have this feeling, but I do. Colts are going to cover. I am betting it. Lions are going to win. That's my official pick for this one. Next game. The New England Patriots versus the Miami Dolphins. Fucking weird game again. I see why Dolphins are favored by 7.5. I get it. Miami is starting to get hot at the right time. They're starting to win a couple of games here and there. So, trying to make a playoff push, which genuinely they can make a run to the wild card. I could see it happening. It'll be tough. Patriots are not a great team this season. They have their moments. They're give or take. Drake May has been playing well, but overall the team in itself has not been. I'm going to go with Miami to win here, but I believe the Patriots will cover. I'm not betting this game either. A little bit uncomfortable. I don't really have a lean on it, but I feel that Patriots are good enough, or at least familiar enough with Miami to keep the game close. Plus, historically speaking, even when Brady and Belichick were on the Patriots, when they play the Dolphins in Miami, for some reason, Miami plays them very, very well and very, very tough. Y'all guys remember, if you're old enough, The Miami Miracle happened like whatever it was, 6, 7 years ago. I can't even remember. But like that was in Miami. Dolphins for some reason turn out, step up when they play the Patriots in Miami. I don't know what's going to happen in this one because obviously Dolphins are big favorites here. I'm going to go with Patriots to cover, Dolphins to win. I'm going to stay away from this game. I don't really have a lean on it, but I'm pretty confident the Dolphins are going to win. They have to win. They got to get the ball rolling. If they do win, they'll be 5-6, starting to put themselves in a position to truly, put themselves in the conversation to make the playoffs. And that's what's important for Tua Tagovailoa and the rest of this Dolphins team. Hopefully Tua doesn't break his head open also. Next game. Tennessee Titans versus the Houston Texans. This game I am betting on, and I'm pretty confident in it. I believe Tennessee is going to cover this spread. Now, you guys know I have continued throughout this season to tell myself and you, don't bet on the Titans. Every goddamn time this season I've bet on the Titans, they have came back and kicked me in my ass. Every fucking time. I can't keep losing like this. I'm going to lose it if I keep losing like this. But Texans have been on fraud alert this whole season. Yeah, they beat the shit out of the Cowboys last week, but it's the Cowboys. That's not respectable at all. Overall, Texans have been playing mediocre football time and time again, have been getting tested and tested and tested. This is a division game. Titans are in desperation mode, 2-8. They need something. I need something, right? Because they don't have a rookie quarterback they can rely on. Will Levis, just give or take. Is he the guy? Is he not the guy? And overall, the Titans team's not great, except their defense. So you take a struggling Texans team, which specifically their offense, especially in the second half, continues to struggle. Mix that with a really good Titans defense. I don't see the Titans winning by no means, but I do see the Titans keeping it close, covering the spread. I am going to bet Tennessee to cover this spread. And quite frankly, I would not be shocked if they win this game outright. Yeah, I am not confident to pick it outright. Texans will probably come up, clutch up at the end, whether it be they blow them out so badly in the first half, or they genuinely just spark up a field goal game-winning drive at the end of the fourth quarter. In any case, Texans are going to win. I wouldn't bet them. I wouldn't even put them in a parlay. Texans are too shaky. I don't want anything to do with them. But what I do want something to do with is the Tennessee Titans. I swear to God, if they cost me again, I will crash out. Worse than I do with the Jets. And luckily this week the Jets are not playing, even though they're probably going to lose to the bye week, if we're being honest. Tennessee's going to cover. I'm going to bet it, and I'm going to bet it pretty hard. It's one of my favorite games this week. Titans cover. Texans win. Stay away from Texans money line. It's too risky for me and should be too risky for you, but you do you. Next game. Minnesota Vikings versus the Chicago Bears. The Bears have just been facing heartbreak after heartbreak after heartbreak. And to a certain extent, I understand why this spread is as low as it is for Minnesota. Chicago should have won last week. They didn't play all that bad. They could have won against Washington, whatever it was, a couple weeks ago, a month ago. They've played relatively well in a lot of these games, which they've fallen short. It's just stupid mistakes, poor coaching, and everything that can go wrong does go wrong for the Bears. And that's why they lose. I feel the Bears are better than their record indicates. I like the Bears D. I like the weapons the Bears have. The only thing that holds me back from picking this Bears team, you guys already know. It's Caleb. He's not a good quarterback. He stands in the pocket too long. He's got happy feet. He's dancing and dancing and dancing and doesn't know when it's time to either throw it away or fucking run. That's his issue. I'm not confident enough to pick the Bears in this situation. Is this a trap spread? Absolutely. Am I betting this game in real life? Hell no. I want nothing to do with it. I'm going to take Minnesota to win, Minnesota to cover, since I just have more faith in this team. They've shown me that their offense is capable of scoring points. They've shown me that their defense is pretty fucking strong. Bears have shown me that they are going to fall short in the biggest moments every goddamn time. Whether Caleb plays well again or whether he falls out and shits his pants like he typically does, it doesn't matter because Vikings are the better team. The spread is super low. I'm not betting it. I'm taking the Vikings because they're less of a risk. Who is willing to bet and back the Bears? I'm not. And that's why I'm taking Vikings. Vikings win. Vikings cover. I'm not betting it. It's a little bit too trappy for me. But for this video, that's my official pick. Next game. Broncos versus Raiders in another low spread. Broncos should be favored by 10 here. Come on now. Broncos are coming off a game in which they absolutely blew out the Falcons. I mean, dominated them from the beginning of the game to the end of the game. It was just pure masterclass from Broncos defense. Even a masterclass from Bo Nix. Bo Nix has looked amazing, by the way, which is crazy to me. Apparently, he's coming real close to catching up to Jaden Daniels for the Rookie of the Year. Personally, you guys know who I think Rookie of the Year is. That's not a question. But Bo Nix has been balling out. With that being said, I can't wrap my head around why this spread is as low as it is. And all that tells me is that Vegas has faith that Las Vegas Raiders, it's funny, Vegas has faith in Vegas. Raiders are going to keep this game close. Do I think Raiders will win this? No. Can they? Absolutely. Overall, the Broncos are going to come into this game overly confident. And they're going to think shit is sweet after what happened versus the Falcons. And that is exactly why Raiders will cover. Will Raiders win? Fuck no. I got Broncos to win this game. But I believe the Raiders are good enough, or at least this week are good enough to keep it close, make it tough for the Broncos. I mean, it's a division matchup. You know, these division matchups tend to be a little bit different than the general matchups. Raiders will cover this spread. I got the Raiders to cover. I got the Broncos to win. I'm going to bet on the Raiders. I might seem like an idiot, but damn it, this spread is low. And we all know Broncos are a lot better than this spread indicates. Quite frankly, Broncos are a super dangerous team that can make a run in the playoffs. But, you know, we'll get there when we get there. Raiders are going to cover. I'm betting that for sure. But Broncos will win. That's my official pick. Next game, the San Francisco 49ers versus the Green Bay Packers. I'm going to be upfront with you guys. I would have bet on this Niners team had the injury report not came out the way it did. I mean, damn near everybody is out for the Niners. Purdy's out. I know Nick Bosa's out. Trent Williams is questionable. Everybody's out for the Niners. I can't pick the Niners with this many injuries. I would have picked them had Purdy played, but without Purdy, look, Brandon Allen's decent, but come on now. Like, really? I can't pick the Niners. I really, really can't. It's too risky. I would have had them to win straight up. Now I'm not even going to pick them to win nor cover. I got the Packers to win. I got the Packers to cover. I don't really have an analysis of this game because I had a whole thing ready about how I was going to go with the Niners, a whole spiel, it's a trap spread, blah, blah, blah. And then the injury report came out and everything changed. With all these injuries to the Niners, you don't know how these type of games go. Because funny enough, the teams that are injured usually end up playing well and cover. But again, I don't want anything to do with it. I'm not confident enough to take the Niners on the road, a struggling Niners on the road against the Packers team that's also been a little bit lackluster at times. But hey, they're 7-3, right? So 7-3 is just where you want to be. 5-5 is not where you want to be. Packers win. Packers cover. I am staying super far away from this game. It's too risky, but I can see the Niners covering, but I doubt they will. Packers win. Packers cover. I'm not betting it, though. Next game, a game I am betting, Arizona Cardinals versus the Seattle Seahawks. Kyler was in New York. He was eating his slice of pizza and shit, enjoying his bye week. Now he's ready to absolutely destroy the Seattle Seahawks. Look, yes, Seattle is coming off a huge win versus San Francisco. Yes, Seattle is starting to surge and finding their form again after being fraud checked early in the season. But I do not believe that this Seattle team is on the level of Arizona. Arizona is a truly good team. You can keep downing it, keep questioning it, but Kyler is balling out this year. The defense is starting to play a lot better, and James Conner is on an absolute mission. Yes, this is a bit of a public pick, and I am being a average Joe picking the Cardinals, but you guys know I've been riding with the Cardinals. I've been saying they're a dark horse to win this division. They're no longer a dark horse to win the division. They're the favorites to win the division. And I'm taking Arizona to win this game and push themselves further up the division leaderboard, make the gap that much wider over their NFC West opponents, and take control of the NFC West. Cardinals are the better team. They are going to cover this spread. They are going to win this game. I can't back the Seahawks. I am writing Geno off, and he will write back. Cardinals win, Cardinals cover. Next game. Sunday Night Football, where the Philadelphia Eagles take on the Los Angeles Rams. Bad spread. First of all, let's kick this off by saying this is going to be a home game for the Eagles. If you don't know, you will know now. Unless the Rams fans are going to completely take over and sell out, you know all these Philadelphia Johns are going to be taking over Los Angeles and dominating this game. I'm so conflicted with this game. I'm going back and forth with this game. I'm fighting with myself. Who do I take? I'm going with the Rams. Is part of me taking the Rams due to the fact that I really need the Eagles to lose so Washington can kind of close the gap a little bit more and kind of get back into this NFC East division race? Yes. But again, this is a trappy spread. Put it like this, I will only bet this game if public wins. If a lot of these heavy favorites, which there are a lot of heavy favorites this week, win and cover the spread, which we'll know by this point because it's going to be Sunday night, then Rams are going to win and cover for a fact. And I will be betting Rams to win and cover for a fact. Let's say it's the opposite. And during the 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock slate, it's just madness. Upsets, massive upsets here, there, everywhere. Then I wouldn't have enough confidence to pick the Rams. I'm not going to pick the Eagles, and I would probably either live bet this game or stay completely away from it. As for the video, I am going to take Los Angeles Rams +3. I'm going to take Los Angeles Rams straight up. I will be betting it, but again, due to the stipulations, right? Pay attention to the rest of the Sunday, and that's how you should make your opinion. That's how I'm going to fucking make my fucking pick. And I'm not saying that's what you should do, but I'm going with the Rams to win and cover. Eagles got to lose eventually. They've popped off for 6 in a row or some shit like that. They've been unstoppable. They will be stopped eventually. And this week will be that week. Rams cover. Rams win. I'm betting it. Obviously, as long as shit goes the way it needs to go. Next game, Monday Night Football, the Harbaugh Bowl, which we all know ESPN is not going to shut the fuck up about. Another very low spread. Very, very low spread. And what's so interesting about this game is that you know the two head coaches know each other so well. They know their, schemes and everything so well. And it's going to be such a interesting coaching matchup and how they're going to match up against each other because of how much information one knows about the other. I'm going with the Chargers. Quite frankly, the Chargers defense is better than the Ravens defense, and that's not a surprise. But the way that Chargers play offense is kind of similar to the Ravens in the sense that they dominate the time of possession. They run the ball effectively, and they wear you down play after play. I don't believe the Ravens are as good as last year. I believe the Ravens, they're not frauds, but there's something about them that if you take away their two key pieces, which is Lamar and Derrick Henry, which happened last week, you see what the outcome is. They struggle. I believe Jim Harbaugh will outcoach John. And the Chargers win. And cover, of course. I'm going to bet this game, and I'm going to bet the Chargers to cover and to win. I believe not only will they win this game, but overall, the Chargers are the better team and more of a threat in the AFC than Baltimore. I said what I said. This isn't me being a hater. This is me being factual, statement based. Chargers win. Chargers cover. I'm betting it. I love it. Those are my picks for Week 12 of the NFL season. Let's see what happens.